We are live, ladies and germs. Time to get your drinks, whatever you're having. That's a must. Let's move this back just a bit. Now, this is going to vibrate all the time once I move my elbows. Yeah, I don't like that. But my new saying, it is what it is. How about a word contest? First stream, and we should be into number 1. View large. Let's go to open with. And make it photos. Right on. And back to StreamYard. And do share screen. Window, this window here, share. What do you know? There we go. It is now shared. Okay, that half of the screen, and this is the other half. And then we'll pull this over here. There. Mr. Paul Wakey, how you doing, my friend, my buddy? Then there was pyrotechnics. I have a friend on, what the heck is his channel name? Sleeping Bear, I think, something like that. He, and voila, we had Led Zeppelin. There was pyrotechnics, and then we had Led Zeppelin. Yeah. It's a funny name for that, for a balloon that floats, right? I mean, Led Zeppelin. Is that German for I thought Luft. Luft was airplane, like airplane. Luftwaffe. I don't know too much about that. Let me just see if I can get this bigger or smaller that way. There. It's better that way. And viola. We had Led Zeppelin. The Mythbusters created, and what do you mean by Led Zeppelin? Actually made out of lead or something? I saw one yesterday on YouTube. Helium. How much helium it takes to lift a person? Is it helium? It's 70,000 liters, which is like a small blimp. And then you adjust the weights until, I made out of lead, eh? Well, they discovered in the war when the Zeppelins were flying that the airplanes that were shooting them could shoot it full of holes and it wouldn't go down. Each little hole meant absolutely nothing. Sure that it was leaking, but you couldn't destroy those things like that by shooting them. and they were just like a big target. But I saw that on some movies or a show or something, or I don't know what it was about, facts or something. They actually had airplanes on there that they would launch from those things. Something that would ignite, yeah, fire. All they needed to do was get the cowboys and Indians, get the Indians there, and they could have put their arrows with a flame on the end. That wouldn't take much, especially that one that where the heck was that? New York or someplace? When it got there, it ignited and burnt up, and in just minutes. And I think nowadays they don't make them out of the same hydrogen. Yeah, um, they don't make them out of the same gas that's inside. It's not flammable like that. So hey, what do you know? I actually have a shirt on today. It was another night. It was a little bit windy at times. I still went out and flew my drone. Oh, that's what I was thinking. Trying to tell you, Sleeping Bear or whatever his name was, his channel name. I forget now. Um, he was saying he purchased a Mavic Pro Mini 3, or yeah, Mavic Mini 3 Pro, and he doesn't like it. And I'm thinking, well, gee, I'll take it. I have one. It's one of the best drones I've ever owned. Let me see if I can look his name up. How come I don't have him in here? I tore a whole bunch of names, pages out of this book, and I think I probably 45 seconds. That's less than a minute, eh? Amazing. Yeah, when you watch the video of it, it's just like a steel, like the frame of it, but the whole what it was made out of and the interior, like the gas and what the material was made of, was just in a ball of flame, and then you could just see the frame, the metal frame, which crashed to the ground. Well, what the heck? I'm going to have to fix that. I thought I had it all written down, but apparently not. Okay, where do I put all this? So another, not a quick pop-up, but another pop-up today anyway. And same passengers and crew, and some passengers and crew survived. That's what amazed you. Yeah, no kidding. They had one, saw a video, it was probably way back when, in the wartime, where, they're hanging on the ropes trying to guide it or stop it from, they were trying to stop it from lifting off, and they were on the ropes. And then you must have seen it, it's black and white video. And two guys hung onto the ropes, and then they got too high off the ground to let go. So they tried to, climb up. One of them climbed up and made it inside, and the other guy fell off. And that's when another friend of mine says, "What happens when you like on the dirt anyway, not on cement. But what happens when you fall at a certain height? Well, you bounce. We both said you bounce at the same time. It's not like just you fall and splat. It's you bounce. Stream Elements is finally running. It took 10 minutes. Usually it's 2 minutes. Sleeping bear sleeps with bears. I know another guy, an Aboriginal fellow, sleeps with grizzlies. That's his Facebook name. I have a Facebook account, put videos on there, but only because it's like almost like part of YouTube. You upload your video and then just one click and it's put it on Facebook. Other than that, I don't. Well, I use messaging or Messenger, which is I guess part of Facebook also. But otherwise, other than that, I don't use Facebook at all. The same with Twitter. I never go to Twitter ever. But yet it's just one click to add my video there. I don't know if I have any followers or not, or I don't think I'm following anyone. HTTP. I'll have to click on that later. I can't click on it now. I don't know why. You stream. I did go to YouTube once to click on somebody's link, and it just said you can't do that right now or something. So I can't really click on a link. I can't do it through YouTube StreamYard. Highest free fall survivor. Yeah, they did one at. I don't know if it's the same one. I saw two of them. One where the guy jumped without a parachute, and he landed in a net, but he was 30,000 feet or what, really high, and landed in a net. And the other guy landed in a net also, but it was in a building. There was just a big hole in the roof, and I guess if you're falling like that, that hole doesn't look too big until you're. It was a pretty big hole. The whole audience was sitting inside, waiting for him to come in and land on this big net. And the other one was outside. It was just a great big, huge net. But still, even when you're way up there, it looks like very small. And then the closer you get, well, you don't have time to maneuver. At speed, the fastest things how can I even explain this? The fastest time when something happens like that is when you're, like if an airplane's flying along and there's a cliff ahead of you and you got no other choice, but you're going to run into it. You can't steer. Time is really slow until you're inches away from it. Then time goes fast. Same with when you jump out of the airplane like that. When you see the net way down there as a dot, time is slow. It's really fast when you just about get there. Darwinian candidates. Yeah, and that guy jumped out of that airplane with no parachute. So he had to hit the mark or else. And then that guy that jumped from space, he had a spacesuit on, and it was a 6, 7, 8 minute fall, and he broke the sound barrier, like with no airplane. And when he landed, I'm not sure if that's the one, but he just land on your feet and walk away. Like that's an amazing feat. You tell that to the Wright brothers or anybody from back then. And you jump from space, 5 miles or whatever, whatever it is, miles high, and it takes 7, 8 minutes to come down, and you land standing up. It's like incredible. And up there where there's no air, you're nothing to slow you down. You're just falling. And then when you hit the air, well, then French guy used to throw his chute out the plane and then jump after it. Well, if you pass your mark, you can't slow down. I think what is terminal velocity? 100 and some odd miles an hour, and you can't go any faster than that. That's with the air. I'm talking like, and it doesn't take long to get that fast. Those people that jumped out of the trade center buildings, that's how fast they were going when they hit the ground, and it was just bang. Justin and Christine, yeah. Hey, I looked up those fridges you were talking about. I don't know how to pronounce it. The one, the Vevor. That's a really good one. Very cheap, but it's looks really interesting. Very good. 58 liter, 58 quart, whatever it was. The one I was looking at, it's only less than $500. I think that was Canadian, because I was on the Amazon.ca site, and I have mine set for Canadian dollars. But it looks that looks really good. Mine was a Dometic one, never had an interior light. This one has in the minute you open the lid, it lights up, which is nice. It has a partitioned freezer, just a fridge part, where mine was a freezer and fridge, but it wasn't partitioned. When you put stuff underneath close to where the fan is, that's where the freezer was. So it all depends how big your stuff you were putting in there. Maybe part of it was frozen, the other part wasn't. You need a compartment or a movable compartment or something. Depends on the profile. I believe it's 118 miles per hour, but skydivers can achieve up to 200. I suppose if you shape yourself like a bullet, you're Mr. Danny Staten. Hello, my brother. How you doing? Should have audio in here, so when you come in, you say hi. Hello, YouTube. Your famous saying. Yeah, whether it's, when I lived in, when I actually lived in Vancouver, in Vancouver, but we went hunting a few times. The Sasquatch is very popular around that area. Never ever did see one. I don't think I ever did see any indication of, like Sasquatch shit, poop or hair or anything. What about that? I don't know if you know this guy, Danny. He said his grandfather actually shot one, and it was in a swamp area or something. So he had to cut it up to get it out of there. And he has a foot, a hand. I think he's got the head. Like if this guy was real, you'd think it would be. They bury it. Oh, that's they don't want people to find it. That's for sure. My Daily Dan's, the good stuff was taken down by GoofTube for copyrighted crap. It was taken down. I thought they can't. Don't they just give you a warning first, like to give you a chance to deal with whatever the copyright laws were? I had a copyright strike for music, and I always hated though. I hated getting a strike, so I would take it off and re-edit it and take the music out because they told you where the music was that Chew, Chewbacca. Yeah, no kidding. But this guy is supposed to have parts of pieces of one frozen. And excuse me, he's pretty controversial. He says he has this crow that's smarter than humans, and the crow is out there, and he's a live crow, and he does a few things and what have you. But it's like he's a farce, and you would think if he really has parts of a Sasquatch, that he would be famous news. Like it's he puts it on video, so then therefore you would think the Sasquatch chasers or whatever you want to call them, the guys that are in touch with media and stuff would contact him and say, "Let's see this. Let's scrutinize it." He's got this a hand that he had out, and he said it was starting to thaw out. He had to get it back into the freezer or something. But he said his grandfather shot it way back when, and it was like in a swamp, so he couldn't get the whole thing out. He had to cut it up and take it out. Changing the music when receiving a copyright claim definitely gets rid of the claim. Yeah, I know. And for me, it wouldn't matter. There's a guy that I follow. What's his name? Slydad. Every single video he's got out is copyright like strike because it's got popular music on there. But he's never going to monetize. So he says. So like, if you don't ever monetize with it, I guess it doesn't matter. What are you going to do? But I just don't. I'm not monetized, and I just don't want to have music on there that somebody can, claim some this or that. If I, and then even then they were saying like a lot of these places where you can get music, you can download. You pay a monthly fee, and you can use the music, and it's all free to use. You can even monetize your stuff. Well, even those places, some of the people that put their songs on there and somebody popular comes along and uses that song and is making money from their video from that, then they just turn around and decide, well, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. I want part of the money. And then they take their, they go after them or something, whatever. I mean, that's not very good. Even YouTube said, well, YouTube has their own, I use theirs, and I try to use ones that are copyright free. You never know. In the future, they might change their mind and say, nope, this is not copyright free anymore. We want our funds. And it could be a YouTube video from a couple of years ago that has that song on it. So what do you got to do? Unmonetize it? Say you're not going to use it to make money? I mean, I understand they wrote the song or whatever, or they would like money to cover whatever, but I don't know. You'd think it's things like that should be grandfathered in. Like if you've used it 2 years ago, they can't claim it now. Like Epidemic Sound, that was one. I didn't want to say the name, but that was one of them. That's some of the artists on there. After a certain amount of time, they say, no, we don't want to give our songs away. This particular song, because people are making a lot of money from it, and we want some funds. And then Epidemic Sound would turn around, or YouTuber would turn around and give you a strike, either unmonetize that, or some money goes to the. Yeah, I know the Epidemic Sound is actually pretty good. This probably happened a while ago. Um, Probably even about the same time, like a couple of years ago, even probably even more. Um, I wanted to use Epidemic Sound, but then again, because of those things that happened with Epidemic Sound, there, I didn't want to bother. It's if they can change their mind like that and say, well, we want money now. You were good to use it before that, but I do the same. Use whatever music I have purchased at one time or another. No monetization. Let them have the royalty. Yeah, I don't have any of that on mine, but like I said, Slide Ad, every video of his has got like Deep Purple, uh, all major bands playing a song in there, and but he's only got like 700 subscribers. He's been at 700 for the past I don't know how many years, but he won't monetize anyways. So if they want to go after him for whatever reason, there's no money being in, you know. There's also Soundstripe. I never heard of Soundstripe. That's a good one. Let me write that down. Slide that. Hey, I got his name in here. He doesn't want to give his name out, so he just called me Sly. So that's what I do. I call him Sly. Yeah, Epidemic Sound is unfortunately I can't afford to pay for that. It's nice, but it's unfortunate. It's a continuous monthly fee. If it would be like a one-time fee for life, that would be great. But it's a monthly thing. I can't with all these monthly things. I can't. I get. Oh yeah, I got 10 things you have to pay monthly. Soundstripe. So what I have an app on a Chrome app, and what you can do with it is when you're watching a video and you hear music in the background and you like it and you might want to use that, you use this app. It figures out what that song is and tells you what it is. Then you can go look at it at least and find out if it's a copyright thing or if it's free, copyright free, or where did it come from. You can download it and do what you want. That's what I've done with a few songs that I use, or sometimes I use what's on YouTube in the library. But I mean, a lot of those songs aren't the greatest. I usually like music without lyrics, without words, and I don't like usually I don't like single instrument, like just a piano playing or something. That's just the way I am. I pay Epidemic Sound yearly and get a little rebate for doing that. Are you like an associate or affiliate? Can you make money by telling people to go there and type in a passcode and then you get money? How much is it by the year? Do you mind uh, sharing that cost, or I mean, is it private because you get a deal or something? Or supper is ready. Go have your Yorkshire pudding there, Paul. I'll have to put up my video with my second. I made a second one, and it's still not perfect. I should have made it even thinner yet. Maybe more liquid. I would have been the other way around, less liquid so that it can cook. But Andy was telling me you need more liquid and a little thinner on the bottom. Well, then the sides would be nice and crispy. All right, Paul. Thank you, my friend, for popping in. Oh, there was no guesses on the word. The word that's over the side. I started a word game. There was this one here. Well, like a word, not a game, but a word thing. This one here, and the second one. That was the second one, I guess. Yeah, right there. With my passcode, I get a little off, as well as the person using the link gets a little off. Oh, that's kind of neat. Neat. Cool. Neato. Um, so yeah, you should, if you're an affiliate, you should make some money for uh, using getting people to sign up under you, and then yeah, they get a percentage off too, which is nice. And it's probably always better to buy it by the year as opposed to the by the month. And even still, with the you get like a free trial thing. What was it? Is it a month free trial? Whatever it is, that's when, if it was me, I'd be in there for that 1 month free, and then that would be the end of it. But I'd go in there and download whatever I could. I'd be downloading day and night because I think that was the one that I read where if you download something on your free trial period and then you don't want to join, you're still allowed to use those songs. Oh, there's the link. Thank you very much. Referral. Okay. Right arm. That must be my phone. I went out and flew my Mavic today and my Mini 3. It was a little windy, but I had some really good reception anyways. Let's just see what that was. Somebody had a birthday. A friend of mine had a birthday. Oh, Marshall sent a something on Facebook. Marshall, Melonomadic Adventure. Keith, do you have an embedding? Raymond Millwood, that's the guy who had a birthday today. Raymond Millwood, a drone fellow. And right now it's 28 degrees or 29 degrees in Cancun today, right at the moment. It's going to be hot here for the next little while. 29 every day, whether it's cloudy or not. And I want to go to Xcaret. And because you're swimming in tiny little rivers, and there's animals like fish in there, it's all an ecosystem. You're only allowed to wear a certain kind of sunscreen with titanium or two ingredients that are allowed, like not a kind of an oily based thing, because then the oil gets in the water, and the animals, the fish, are um, affected by that. Matter of fact, in some of the cenotes with all the suntan or the sunscreen, it's oily stuff. It just smells like that in this whole cenote. And the cenotes have really crystal clear waters. But at Xcaret, they don't allow you to use those kind of like your regular lotions you can't use. But it's going to be a hot one. So I bought a hat and some sunglasses at least. But I'm not an early bird. I got to be at the pickup location at 6:50, which is always 10 to 7. And it takes me almost 50 minutes to get there. So I got to leave like before 6 o'clock from here. I have to find out when the buses run or take a cab. And it costs more for the cab than it does for the bus to go all an hour and a half away. Andy, 5 degrees here. 5. It's 29 here. Just trying to rub it in a little bit. Oh, this was a controversial word. I think there's 3 words that you can use here. I was trying to find words that are like there's only one unscrambling. This one I can see 2 right away. But anyways. Coffee usually gets pretty cold by the when I'm down to the bottom. It's working, but all good. I have something for the ministry group to look at. I don't know. I might wait till Monday to post it or post it to individual people to have a look at. It's very, very interesting. It's an hour-long video, though, but still, the second you turn it on, you'll be so captivated by it that you won't leave until the end. And it's not a movie. It's like just an hour long. It's about like the Bible to begin with. I don't know if anybody's heard of the word Bereshit. Bereshit. That's the first word in the Bible. And the first word in the Bible, well, you see, like the first few words in the Bible is in the beginning. Well, Hebrew is the oldest language on earth. And when it was written in Hebrew, there is no word for the. So it's just like in beginning. And that first, it's like almost like one word. And that word is in beginning is Bereshit. And that one word, Bereshit, encompasses the beginning of time and the end of time, of the beginning and the end. And it's just simply, it takes an hour to decipher that. Like Hebrew is got 3 languages in one. There's the written language, like each symbol makes a word, so that's words. There's also symbols. Each letter is a symbol, and then each letter or symbol has a number associated with it. So there's three individual like languages there. So when you see the word Bereshit, I don't know how to spell it even, but in the real Hebrew, in the pictorial part of it, that there's five symbols, and each one of those symbols has a number associated with it, and numbers are very, very, very important. Not like you'd wonder why 7 is a lucky number. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, 7's a lucky number." Well, this sort of explains why it is. Like that's one of God's numbers. The number 300 is a very significant number. Um, so it's very, very, very interesting. I found this like a couple of years ago, and then I lost the link to it, couldn't find it until I just bumped into it the other day again. I watched it last night again, and I thought, holy smokes, incredible! Like how they deciphered just from the first word in the Bible explains what's going to happen and when. The only part I didn't like ever, in history of religion is when somebody would say, we're further north in Florida now. It's 23. You're further north. Oh, you moved up a bit, eh? Farther away from the equator. Yeah. And it's still where I am. It's still quite far down to get to the equator yet. It's still a long ways away. I don't know where Cancun is on the globe. I guess I could look it up. I mean, what parallel it is. I know Medicine Hat's way up there. Did you read, Andy? Are you still in the house here? Did you read that? Not a poem, but did you read that thing I posted on Discord? Now that my coffee's done, I got this drink. The drinks they have here, like not Tang, but like a powdered drink. You make drinks. This one here is pineapple and coconut mixed together. I don't like it that much. Their orange really tastes like a real nice orange. These have actually, they say, zero sugar. I don't know how they make something sweet with no sugar. Silver, you're correct. But there is another word. I think it's sliver. Silver and sliver. And when I was having a contest, I would give the first person that got it, I'd write their name down. Then at the end, we'd have prizes and stuff. But somebody would write silver, another person would write sliver, and I always was expecting the word silver. Somebody wrote sliver, and I looked at it and, oh yeah. And there is another one too. Livers, like plural for livers. That's what it is. This is the one that has three different. Yeah, I'm not too much of a Discord person either. When I get there, I have to ask people how to use it. It's just that I belong to a group there on Discord, and I'm I'm a computer guy, but it doesn't mean the software. I know how to build computers and stuff, and I used to work for almost every computer store in Medicine Hat there. For years, I worked for, well, at that time, it was called Future Shop. And that was my job. People would buy a computer and then you'd set it up for them. But yeah, Discord, I have to ask how you do things all the time. Once you learn it, I suppose, it just, yeah, silver, livers, and sliver. That was the three. Let's try another word. Sometimes the words, they just pop right out at you. And they're only 6 letters. Every one is 6 letters. You'd wonder, and some of them are so complicated, you look at it for a long time before you figure out what it is. And when I wiggle the table, the screen vibrates, and I watched it myself, and it doesn't. The sun goes right down over that one spot, so I got the sun right in my eyes. There are no actual windows in this house. All the glass in this house are sliding doors. They're tall. They're a sliding. They're not like the size of a window. They're 7 feet tall, maybe 8 feet tall. So there are no just regular windows. We bought a laptop from Future Shop. Oh yeah, the year they closed. Yeah, no kidding. Well, Best Buy wouldn't warranty that. I would have asked. Well, yeah, probably a different company. They probably wouldn't warranty anything, I suppose. But I worked for Future Shop, and I had since left there long before they switched over to Best Buy. But yeah, they closed. Well, when I worked there was shady things going on, and I don't think they closed because of that. But anyways, to put your time in that you've worked, you would go in the morning or at the evening before you went home. You'd go on the computer, and you would type in your day's work, how many hours you were there for that day. Well, you could actually go in and fill out your whole week in advance. So you could go in the computer and type in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and how many hours. Let's just say you had a regular routine, you know, 8 hour day or 9 hour day, whatever it was. Uh, 30. Yeah, you're correct. Again, you're correct. Um, so what the guys in the office would do, some of them, or the managers of some of the stores, they would go in and put in their month for the month in advance, and then they wouldn't sometimes show up at all. So, and they would still get paid because they'd filled it out way ahead of time. Worked for Radio Shack. I think they still have Radio Shack somewhere before they got bought out. Or the Circuit City. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought there was a still Radio Shacks around somewhere. Maybe not. I don't know. Radio Shack left Medicine Hat not years ago. Oh, used to work at Radio Shack. Oh, cool. 30. Okay, 30. There you go, Brenda. Eaton's. No, not quite. The Hudson's Bay and Eaton's Company. Yeah, I worked for a long time at Future Shop, and then they had every morning they would stand in a circle and do their chanting. Yay, we're going to beat all these other companies, out there. We're gonna sell really good today, and we're gonna beat the other computer stores with prices and stuff and what have you. And that was their every morning a ritual thing would go on, and it doesn't mean anything now anymore. But there was for a computer technician, you would they would send you away to Calgary and do a course, and it was your A+ certification thing. And I went and passed and got a card, an actual plastic card that said I was A+ certified. Wow. I never ever showed anybody. I didn't need it. And now you tell somebody A+ certification, well, What the heck is that? Remember to hit the thumbs up. Oh, I even forget. I think you can hit your own thumbs up. Like usually, while it records it for me, when I go into all of my videos are, I hit my own thumbs up, so I can add one. You can't subscribe to yourself though. But thank you, Brenda, for that. And Mr. Danny Staten is still in the house. So your channel is like completely gone? I should go have a look at that. That was one of your most popular ones, no? I wonder what the thing was. What the copyright thing was. YouTube is so funny. And there, usually when you try to complain about something, there's no human being that you can talk to. It's all like an algorithm. And what is it? I just tried to do something the other day. There's two ways to look up your monitor, your hours. You can go into the studio, and then into analytics, and type in 365 days, and it'll show you your watch hours. Now, but what's included in them watch hours is your short video time. But you don't. When you monetize, you can't. That I don't care how many views you have on your shorts. Not 1 second of your short time goes towards your monetized 4,000 hours. It goes in a different category all by itself. And you need 10 million views in 90 days. 10 million views. Then you're allowed to start making money with shorts. Otherwise, I have one short that's got almost 4,000 views, but it means absolutely nothing to me. Well, I'm not monetized anyway, but even if I was, I wouldn't get any time. Yet when you go to analytics and look at that, it'll tell you how many watch hours that has or watch time. But not 1 second of it goes towards your 4,000 watch hours. Atoned. Is that correct? There's another one that has two meanings. I've never heard of the atoned before for this word. Wow. Are you sure is that how that's all spelled? I think the word I see in there is donate. Now that's the word that I don't have it written down. I have put these words up before I know what the word is. How do all? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or good night to Mr. Rob on the road, who is living in the future. He's tomorrow already, or pretty close. Guy goodness. So atoned. Are you sure it's no double T or double N or something in there? Atoned? If that's right, you found another one that has two words. But donate was the word that I had come up with. Good job there, Brenda. Okay, here's another one for you. Figure this one out. Atoned is valid. Okay, that's how you spell her then. Yes. Well, when I actually made the word, donate was in my mind. But if somebody would have typed atoned and I knew how to spell it correctly, then I would have, allowed that. I mean, it's a word. It's got to be allowed, right? Holy wow, Rob's right on top of it. He's from the future, anyways. This one I don't know of any other word that future. You're absolutely correct. And Justin and Christina follow up with they believe that it's future also. Beautiful. Okay, let's try one. Get your fingers ready because I don't know how. That's the only problem with playing games, like especially word games, when you're supposed to type in the first person to do so. I don't know if I don't think it's the problem with my end. I think it's a problem with people receiving it, like whether you get it fast enough. Somebody, when we used to play these word games, somebody would say, well, somebody typed in the answer and I never even got the word yet. So I don't know. Anyway, there we go. See, this is an easy one. This one just jumps right out at you. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. So what was the subject? What was we discussing? Something not serious anyway. And I think there's a 6 second delay somewhere. Bandana. You missed the D. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. There's a 6 second delay somewhere. Like when I watch myself on you, I'm watching the live through StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard again. One more day, and then I can go back to EVMux because I want to see what's happening, what happens with my hours. And I joined on the second, so tomorrow maybe it'll start on the third, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, um, wow, I forgot what I was talking about. That's what happens when you get old. You can be in mid sentence, you can forget what you're trying to explain. All right, Justin and Christina, thank you for coming in and spending the time again. Love you guys. If nobody's told you today, I am the first. Bandana or banana. Here's an easy one. Um, Forgot what I was explaining. Da, 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 da. Well, let's make this there. Now it's a little bigger so you can. Dynamo, is that correct? Monday is the dynamo is too many letters. No, it's 6 letters. Is dynamo dynamo? Wow, this one does have two. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a noun or a verb or a whatever. Dynamo. Monday is the word that I had. Uh, you know, I didn't even see the word dynamo in there. It's the only anagram of Monday. Dynamo. A dynamo Monday. You can have that two words in one sentence. It's a dynamo Monday. Like the teacher said to the student, the kid was writing duh. She says, "Can you use duh in a sentence?" And he says, "You just did." Duh. Now this one here. Oh yeah, I remember what that. I played this before, these words here before, so I kind of know what the words are. But some of them were pretty tough, even for a guy that I made them up. But I see it now. Let's hopefully there's only one. Well, it doesn't matter. Well, when we did play, I gave away prizes. So it would be the first person to type in the word, and sometimes they would type in the word that I didn't really have it set for, and then I'd be waiting still, and the other guy would say, "Well, I got it right first because my word is a legitimate word," and then I'm not your top spelling student. Nature, it's the beautiful nature day. Jolly good show. Yes, nature is the word. Like banana, how do you How do you scramble the word banana, the letters up so that it doesn't look like banana? Nature, natural. When you put AL on the end, it's not natural anymore, it's natural. Natural. You see, like this one, the other banana had three A's, this one's got three E's, but this one sticks right out at you too, like a sore thumb. So I don't know when you guys are seeing this. Is the second I click on it to show it, or is there when is the 6 second delay come in? Even some have even more of a delay than that. I know Rob's pretty fast today, isn't he? I don't think it's got anything to do with speed of computer. I think it's got the internet. There you go, Rob. But Brenda, if you're watching it on the computer anyway, there's a little cog wheel underneath the video. If you click on that, you should be able to set the time. You can set it for like half the speed or twice the speed, so things happen a little faster. I don't know if that'll help, and make sure that the word, there's a red dot and then the word live. Make sure that there's a red dot right in front of it. If it's a gray dot, then that means you're behind, you're lagging. So when you click on the word live, it'll change the dot to red, which means now you're current, you're up to date. Now you see, if you can see the screen here, my mouse is going around the word 11 there. Way up at the top, follow the mouse, way up at the top up here. Well, maybe you can't see that. It says 10 JPG. That's the 10th word. Now, sometimes when I didn't know what the word was, I would name, that's the name of this. This is a JPEG, a picture, and it's number 10 in line. So we're at the 10th one. But what I did in the early days, I would actually type the word in here, like 11. I would type 11.jpg. And nobody noticed till the end that the actual word was up in the top corner. And then right at the end, somebody would say, but the word is at the top. So you just had to watch for that, and you're first. Anyway. Oh yes, now I know this one. I know it already. Brenda probably gets the word. It just must be something in the lagging position there. And Rob's farther away on the globe than you are. And the signal is traveling that fast. There you go. It's an aminal. The animal. Yeah, and at the top it says number 11. An animal. No other. Lima? No. Okay, here you go. Oh, this is another easy one. This one sort of pops right out. Well, maybe because I know them. I know 90% of them anyway. How about if I go this way? There. Now the word's bigger. Holy. You got that one so fast there, Rob, that I didn't even notice when you put it up. I'm still waiting for an answer. Aminal. And Friday. How you doing, Friday? Okay, you ready? Oh, come on. This one's way too easy. I'll let you know when there's a tough one. First of all, it was tello, then yellow without the W, and then the W. Yeah, my niece has a game that you play. It's got words like this, but you would have to say, um, well, like the word yellow would be in green or something, and the word green would be in red, printed in red, and you would have to say, well, it can't be the color because that would be too easy. Well, you'd have to say something like the color of, or you'd have to say what the word is, and it's pretty confusing when you see the word yellow, but it's printed in green text. It throws a wrench into things. All those yellow words. Let's try another one. This is number 13. I don't know how many I got. 20 or let's try another one. I think this one has two words again. I know one. I thought this was one that had two words that it could be. And the word that I think it is, yeah, that's the word I thought, snitch. And somebody typed in another word, snitch. Stitch doesn't work because there's no N. Um, chintz, chintz. I don't even know what chintz is. Chintz, snitch. You're a snitch. You dirty snitch, you. Okay. 14. I don't know. Let's see if there's 20. I can't remember how many there are, but let's try another one. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That should be an actual easy one again. I haven't seen a hard one yet. I guess more letters. If you have a seven lettered words, or mix them up, have six lettered words and seven lettered words mixed up. Like these are all six letters. Chintz. Hmm. Well, the word I used was father. I don't even know what those other words are. After, as long as they're not British words. Or uh, like a different language. I should figure some out that or write some down that are Mexican words. Father, yes. Farther, farther away, father. There you go. Oh, Stream Elements decided to put up a notification of some sort all by itself. Oh, follow the Mighty Grandman. Oh, cool. Very cool indeed. Yeah, some poetry. Some people would type pottery, but pottery is spelled differently. Poetry. You got it. That was number 16. Poetry. So have your dictionary ready. Let's try another word. Well, this one's way too easy again. Usually double lettered ones or triple lettered ones are pretty easy. It's only 6 o'clock here now, and I'm 10 after. It's too bad I already ate. I should be eating right now. I'll be hungry later on. In the office. Correctamundo. Koifi. Except koifi looks like it has 7 letters, but coffee, not quite. Koifi. Okay, Brenda, here we go. Look at the next one. Here we go. That's an easy one. Yes, it is. Oh, in a different language. Koifi. And here in Mexico, sombrero is hat. Oh, got almost tied there. I mean, there you can't get them on the same line, so there's no tie, but very close indeed. August, yes, sirree. So this year was probably a leap year, right? Because of February only had 28 days, and yet that the spring solstice still happens on the March 21st. That's amazing. Or yeah, March 21st. I want to go see that on the temple there at Chichen Itza, the snake. August. Oh, another easy one. Another quick, easy one. So I think the lag happens when you guys type the answer in. By the time it gets to me, it's seconds later. I'm thinking anyway. Broken. That's correct. Amando, it's broken. So that was 19. We'll see if 20 is the end one. Broken. Okay, let's try the next one. Oh, this is another easy one. Look at that. 3 letters in the whole word. But yeah, there's another one yet. So maybe there's 30. This is number 20. There's no hard ones in this. Potato. You say potato, I say potato. You say tomato, I say tomato. Potato. Uh, so there must be more words. Let's try another one. Oh, how many of these are we going to have? They're all the same. I got up this morning before I was supposed to, way early. Sunday, Sunday fun day. One day, Sunday fun day, one day. Or one day, Sunday fun day. No, you see, I call those ones fat fingers because the S and the W are so close. You just missed it by a finger. Sunday fun day. Yes, indeed. One day it'll be Sunday fun day. All right, let's try another word. Oh, yeah, these are all too easy. Too easy. Easy peasy. Pumpkin squeezy. Now the dogs, this is the time of night, 6 o'clock, just shortly after. The dogs start howling and barking and cleric? Cleric could be one. Cleric. I thought cleric was an A, Clari. But anyway, circle. Circular. Circle was the one. Yes, indeedy. A lot of these have more than one word, don't they? Amazing. I had one for all of them, except the silver one had three. Silver, sliver, and livers. Anyways, let's try another word. Oh boy. Oh boy. You wonder what the dogs bark at. There's nobody walking around. There, one dog early this morning, 5 o'clock. You are correctamundo there, Rob. 5 o'clock. This little must be like a chihuahua barking from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock or more. Continue it like bark, 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 stop for a bit, bark, 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 stop for a bit, bark. The same routine, like over and over and over for 2 hours solid. Nobody's walking around at that time of day, or not, there's no movement to be barking at something. There's something wrong with the dog when they do that. I mean, from what I've studied about dogs, when they bark like that or howl at absolutely nothing, there's something mentally wrong there. School. School was the word. All right, coming at ya. Another pumpkin squeezy. I wonder if there's more than one word for this one. when they have more than one letter like that, or more than if all the letters are different, do you think they would have combination of different words? Circus. It's a circus. That's the one I was, because of but the last word you got there is there must be an R in there somewhere. And yeah, I think you. How is that? How is that? You got the I, you got the S, the I, the C, the double C. Oh, okay. It's still pronounced circus, but a different word, eh? Oh, wow. Ruckus, a ruckus. Curious. Riley Creative Travels. How you doing? You're just here in time. We're doing some sort of a word thing. I just popped it up, and then we got into a discussion and people were typing in the word, and I thought, oh, okay, let's carry on with the next word then. I think in this batch there's only, well, we're at 24. Um, yeah, these are all six lettered words there. So let's see what the next word is. See if you can get this one. Green. No. Yeah, I must have taken a whole bunch of names out of here. Pages I had of people's names. Well, the word green is in there. Greeny. Right on. We got everybody got that one within a short one after the other. Cool. Amazing, actually. Pretty good. Good job. Good job. Okay. That was number 25. Let's try another one. This one might pop right out at you. And I always figured if they don't pop out and you get it kind of right away, then you have to think about it, and then wow. Rob. Rob on that road again. Monkey. Some kind of a monkey deal there. Yes, indeedly. Monkey see, monkey do. Okay, Brenda, here we go. It's one for you. Here we go. Lettuce. Lettuce turn up and pee. No. Those are pretty fast compared to each other. Turtle. Toitle. Riley got that one. Riley, Creative Travels. Riley. Okay. Right on. Good job there. A toitle. A turtle, or what's the other one? Tortoise, or what? What's the difference between the two? Huh. Okay, turtle. Yes, let's try another word here. Uh, oh, okay, yeah, this one. This one was a little bit tough. As you see, when they get all letters different. A pirate. Pirate. You got her. Pirate. Hey, Mr. Pirate, where's your buccaneers? Under my buccanet. Pirate. Yes, indeed. Good job. So there's 28. I think there's 30. Oh, hey, Rob's gonna. What did you type? P. Petra, pirate, or Pratty? Oh, that's a three worder. Tapir. Hey, that's a good one. That's a new one, Brenda. They have tapirs here out in Eshkaret there. I have to go as well. Dinner time. Yes. I think there's only two more words, anyways. And then I'm going to head off here too. I've been on for an hour and a half. Thanks for popping in, my friend. Anyway, that's number. You got a big chance here, Brenda. There's only two more. There we go. Mother. No, not mother. Sorry. I'm just trying to throw a gear into the. Oh, anyways, it took me a while to figure out what this one was. But now that I figured it out, my memory is pretty good. Oh yeah. Memory up. My memory's going. One more word. Then the little arrow on the side here will disappear. Yeah, that's the last word. Oh wow, what a nice thing to end in. Heaven or haven is just without the e in it, right? If you just take the e out, it's just a five-letter word. Haven. Anyways, heaven is the word. Yeah. So, all right, my friends. You did real good today. Amazing. And let me stop sharing that. Bingo, bango, bongo. Ooh, go spelling, laugh out loud. Yeah. I'm not a very good speller. I'll admit it. I think I played more hooky from school than I went to school. So that's where my education went. But anyways, guys, It's 1 hour and 30 minutes, so that's an hour and a half. That's pretty good. I think we've accomplished a lot today. We've got had a good word game, fun there. Anyways, and as usual, like I always say, if nobody's loved you, said they loved you today, let me be the first. I love you, and thank you guys for popping in and partaking of the fun. Stay cool, be kind, and stay awesome. And we'll catch you guys hopefully on the next one.